Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. So till now we have seen the SQL commands and the types of them. There are basically 5 types of SQL commands, and in this particular video we are going to see how to use DDL commands and their outcomes in MySQL server. So in this particular video we are going to see the two commands of DDL, that is create and drop command, and their outcomes. So let us see that how to use both of these commands. So first I have to search for MySQL command line client. Here it is asking for you the password, so you have to write the password which you have set while installing the software. So after entering the password, you can see this type of screen. And from now onwards, all our practicals we are going to perform in this particular software only. That is from inserting our data and creating our data. So before we start, we know that all our data are stored in the database. So first we have to create a database. Why we have to create a database first? So let me give you an example, that application like Instagram. So if you want to access that application, you have to first create the account in that particular application. In the same way, if you want to insert your data, we all know that our data are going to be stored in database. So for that we have to first create a database in this particular software in which all our data are going to be stored. So how to create a database? So for that we have to write a syntax like create database and the name of that particular database, that is create database, and suppose the name of my database is college. So here, while writing this particular syntax, you have to always end it with a semicolon, because it is a rule of SQL that you have to always end it with a semicolon. Then and only then your code will be approved, or else you'll get a syntax error. So here we can say that our database has been created successfully. Now in SQL we know that all our data are stored in tabular form. So we have to first create a table, and in that table you have to first specify how many columns are there, the name of the column, which data type we are using for that particular column. So we have to create a table in that particular database. So how to create a table? So the syntax of creating a table is create table, the name of the table, and in the brackets you have to write the name of the columns, and besides that the name of the data type which we are using in that particular column. So we are creating the table, create table. Let's suppose the name of my table is student, and the columns are name. Where is the data type which I am using? Phone number, and the data type which I am using for phone number is integer. You can write as much column as you want, and with that you have to specify the data type. It is compulsory, or else it will not take. And at last the semicolon. So here it is giving us the error that no database is selected. So why this error has came? I'll give you the justification that in this particular software, it is not like you can only create one database. You can create multiple database. So the software won't be able to get that which data you want to insert in which database. So for that you have to first select that particular database and give the command to the particular software that this database I'm using to store my data. So for that we are giving the code as use the name of the database, that is college. So whenever you are using this particular software, you have to first use this command, that is use the name of the database, and then you have to do all your changes in it, so that it will won't give you this error like no database selected. Now I am creating the table in it. So the table has been created successfully. Now I am creating another table named library. So the another table is also created. So now there are multiple tables in this particular software, in this particular database, right? So you want to see how many tables are there in this database. So for that you will write show the tables. So by writing this, you can get the list of the tables. So here the college is the name of the database, and the library and the student are the two tables which we have inserted in this particular database. In the same way, if you want to see the database in this particular software, then you will write show databases. There are multiple databases, so you have to write the databases. So here there are this number of data types. Here bank and home are the database which I have created for my use. The college is the database which you have created, and the information schema, MySQL, performance schema, and SYS are the four database which are by default created by this particular software. So this is how we use create command to create our table and the database, and by using show tables and show database we can see the tables and the database. Now suppose you want to see the whole structure of your table, that is the name of column of it, the data type which corresponds to that particular column, right? So for that you have to describe that table. So we'll write describe the name of the table, that is student. So while writing this syntax, we'll get that name and phone number are the two columns, and the types are the data types which corresponds to this particular column, and null means there are no values which are inserted in this particular column. So now if you don't want to write the whole describe word, you can also write DESC and student, then also it will give you the same output. So these are the two ways to describe your table. Now suppose you have created a table called library and you want to delete that particular table. So here the tables are library and student. Now I wanted to delete the table name, that is library. So for that we will use drop command. So the syntax of deleting the table is drop table and the name of that particular table, that is drop table, and the table name is library, that is lib. So here we can see that our table is been deleted. So now if we'll see the tables in this particular database, that is only student. So before it was the library and student, and now it is only student. So now if I am creating the another table name as student, but before I have used the small letters for creating the table, and now I want to give the name with the capital letters. So now if I am creating a table, create table, and I'm using student in capital letters, so here it is giving us the error that the table student already exists. So by this we can say that it doesn't matter in MySQL server that the student name is written in capital letters or in the small letters. It doesn't matter. So we can say that SQL is not, it is not case sensitive. SQL is not case sensitive. You can write student in capital letters or student in small letters, it will give you the same output. So this is how we get to know that SQL is not case sensitive. Now suppose you want to delete the particular database. So this particular database, your use of this particular database is completed. Now you want to delete it. So let us suppose I want to delete the database called college. So again I will use the command drop, and the syntax is drop database and the name of the database, that is drop database, and the name of the database is college. So here I have given the name of the database in small letters. Now if I am giving it in the capital letters, that drop database college, So then also you can see that the database has been deleted successfully. So it means that it doesn't matter, it is not case sensitive. So this is how we see that how to create and the database and the tables, and how to delete those. So we have completed the two commands, that is create and drop command. So in the next video we will see the another command of DDL, that is alter. So alter command is used to do the changes in the date in our table. That is, if you want to add the column in that particular table, you can do that with the help of alter command. In the next video we'll see how to use alter command. So this is all about this video. See you guys in the next video.